back to my channel. In this video I am going to be sharing with you how I put on my makeup when I have a TV appearance or having to take pictures or things like that. I realized that this is a trick that I have not really shared with you guys before, but it's something that I learned not from YouTube but from RuPaul's Drag Race, where I watched the fantastic queens put on their makeup and actually put powder on before they put their makeup on. This technique is really a very old technique that has been used in the beauty industry for years, and I'm here to share with you how I do it on my own record. I've already done my brows and my eyes just to make things a lot easier, but I haven't done the rest of my face. I've only moisturized. So this is going to be a talk through video, which I've never actually done before. So this is my first talk through video, and I'm going to be doing all the steps with you guys on here. So I'm going to start by priming my face using my Blackup primer, and this is something you need to do if you're going to do this technique. Let me just get my mirror right. Yes. So I'm going to prime my skin like that. All the areas that I'll be putting it on, and my forehead, the big forehead. Yes, there we go. On my forehead. And that's it. I'm ready to get started, but before I put on the powder, I'm going to let this dry a little bit. Now that the primer is dry, I'm going to be using my powder, and be aware you can use any primer, any powder that you normally use. I'm going to be using the Inglot mattifying loose powder, because when I wear this to go out, it's because I don't want to sweat too much. So I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to apply the powder. And let's see how that works. So I'm going to apply that everywhere that I want to keep matte. Here we go. And I really yes! I really like this powder because it's a mattifying powder anyway, so it's gonna keep my face matte. I'm just gonna pause and take a picture for my thumb screen, and then I'll be back. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a clear brush and just brush off the excess, especially from the forehead area. Can you see? This is just to remove the excess so we can have a nice palette to start working with. It's so weird doing a video and talking to you guys because I rarely do it. So right now it's very great to do it, but I feel so different doing it. Okay. Once I've got off the excess, generally it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better, and what I'm going to do is use my foundation. I use the Inglot HD foundation whenever I have TV appearances or things like that. So I will take one pump of that, and to avoid using a concealer, I mix my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW45, and I also use, just to darken my foundation, the Lancome Take Idol in number 15. So I pop that tiny amount there, and as you can see, that is 2 pumps, and I'm just going to mix that so that it's sufficient. And whatever's left over, I'm going to use my beauty blender. My beauty blender, yes. So now we get started, and I always start by doing my cheeks for some reason. So you start applying it. Now what's going to happen is the powder is going to absorb the foundation really quickly, so you have to work relatively quickly so that you don't lose it. And then I keep on going, and I even do under my eyes, believe it or not. So there we go. As you can see, once it goes on the skin, it gives maximum coverage. Maximum coverage. I'm just going to lower my camera so that you guys can see me a bit better. Let it focus. And I'm going. So there we go. This is great for like African parties where you know it's going to be really, really hot and whatnot. So I like to use this, like I said, if I have something really important. I don't do this every day, fortunately, because it was just way too much work. Work. So there we go. And I'm going to keep applying that. I mean, that 2 pumps that I use is enough for my whole face, okay? So let's just get that right. Get it right, get it tight, yes. So there we go. I'm going to, oops, I got some powder on my lashes, that's not good. Contour. Before I contour, I'm going to go in with my NW40 Studio Finish Concealer from MAC, and I'm going to use a flat top brush like that to dig in and to be able to apply my highlight. Once that is done, I go back to my beauty blender and I blend away. So sorry guys, my mirror is down here, so I am using that to look. So can you see what happens? Once you apply your highlight, it's drying very quickly, but it gives you maximum coverage, girl. Yes. So there you go, it becomes very matte very quickly, and you gotta work and blend. So I'm going to work the other eye before it dries up on me. There you go. And I push it upwards towards the nose, the bridge of the nose. Now guys, I'm going to tell you, I love this method. Just look at it and look at my highlight. You can see how matte it is, and I absolutely love that. And then I go on the forehead. Use a clean brush and go over it again. Just to make sure, I'll go over it again. All the areas I've highlighted. I just love how matte it gets. You don't need to set this unless you have excessive oily skin. So I absolutely adore this style. For contour, I'm going in with my Blackup. It's called the contouring stick number 4. And I'm going to apply the contour areas I wish to chisel. Amplifies everything and its mama. Okay, I'm relatively happy, and I'm going in with the nose, and I use the top. Again, I'll use my clean brush, and I'll go in, and I'll blend. And since I won't be using this brush again for this tutorial, I will go over areas that I've contoured just to make sure again that there is no unblended parts. Me being me, I always go over the contour with my contour. This is the sleek contour palette in medium. And I take the darkest color and I apply that here. And also up here. I will go in with the highlighter in gold on my nose. And that's just to give it a tiny bit of glitter. My Ofra Cosmetics highlighter, you guys have seen me use this before. And I apply it on top. Go in with my MAC palette and I'm using, let me get it up. I think it's Sketch. I'm using MAC Sketch to give myself a bit of color. Now, if at this point you find that you feel like it's too matte, you can always go in with your Fix Plus and spray it over. I don't tend to do that. I just tend to like the matte look. So I'm gonna do my lips and call it a day. So I'm just gonna line them with, this is just a brown lip pen that I have. No. So there we go. And I'm going to go in with the Inglot 448 lipstick. It's really brown, I really love it. Gives me everything I'm looking for in a nude lipstick. Once that is on, I allow it to mattify a little bit. Then I'm going in with my ColourPop. I think this is Beeper. And I put that in the middle. And I let all of this dry, and in 5 minutes I'll be back. I'll put my hair on. We talk about these. Yes, how about that?
Katante dati je ala besede yari